In today's video, just want to shout out today's question, which is what by Cal XD Bricks, great YouTuber. And he asks, what did I do for May the 4th? I woke up really early and watched The Bad Batch before I went to school. That was basically it. Nothing really too much. I also uploaded some unused footage, which was fun to put together. But if you want your question asked, then feel free to put in the comments to get your question in the next video. Now let's get on to the review.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Basco Breaks with a review for y'all. This is the newest Imperial TIE Fighter. Now why this set interested me, because they just made it a TIE Fighter in 2018, and this is, of course, a smaller, cheaper version. I've heard some people saying it's arguably better than the 2018 one, so I want to review this so then I could compare it to my 2018 one, as TIE Fighters are probably my favorite aircraft in Star Wars, period. So I'm just gonna get you the show of the box. Sadly, for a box its size, it has those stupid finger things. It only actually has one, right? Oh no, it's two. My bad. That gray is kind of blending in right there, but yeah, I'm super curious to get inside this set and really see what it potentially has to offer. There are already some things I don't like about it, so let's go take a look at it. I'm gonna open up the box with my knife and let's go see what's inside. Alright, so with the box open, let's take a look at the inside contents. And can I just say, I don't know why, but this box opened so easily. It was very good. Alright, so we have bag number 3 here. I think that comes with the Stormtrooper by the look of the Stormtrooper even inside the bag. Bag number 1, we get the TIE Fighter pilot. It seems like we start off with the cockpit in there. And then we have bag number 2, which I think comes with, comes with the droid. So, there are all the bags inside. The last thing is the instruction manual. See if there's anything in interest in the back. Ooh, this is an ad I've never seen for the Skywalker saga, so that's something good. Then we just have a little of advertisement for some of the sets in this wave. The slightly disappointing 2021 so far wave, and that's just about it. So, standard instruction manual. Now, 3 bags and all this. I'm gonna go build the set, and I'll come right back at you. Alright everyone, well I have finished constructing the model. Now let's take a look at some of the extra pieces. Very basic here. None of these are really of too much use. Interesting, I did get an extra 1x1 of these. Of a stud. Honestly, I'm not even gonna bother and go back to see what that is for. But let's take a look at the minifigures. Oh, there's also a Technic pen I forgot to show you. But you know, basic spare parts, nothing to go nuts about. Technically, this comes with 3 exclusive minifigures, but very minor things, like not even something I think a collector would even consider to make them special. So while they are technically speaking exclusive, not in like not anything that would add value. So here's the Stormtrooper. What makes him special? No angry clone. So it's nice to get another one of these expressions, though. I like those expressions. One thing interesting. Look at that. That is not nearly as black as it should be, but no, I do actually kind of like these Stormtrooper helmets. They have really grown on me. But, you know, it is just a standard Stormtrooper minifigure, so happy to have him. Next, we have the only minifigure that needed to be in this set. TIE Fighter pilot. Much more basic, but still useful expression. Let's leave his helmet off for a sec just to see some of his printing. Once again, it's just a generic minifigure, but it's good. He's the kind that has like those stripes going down, just a normal blaster. My least favorite part about those guys. But basically all of the modern TIE Fighter pilots have that issue. Now here is what I consider to be the best minifigure. This droid, just some very minor upgrades from the one that was on the Death Star set. Still very nice to get him in a cheap little $40 set like this. So great head mold. Now I like this guy. I don't really have any Imperial droids like this. I just have like a mouse droid, and that's just about it. So in terms of my collection, this is just a helpful minifigure to have if I ever need him in a mock. So for me, this is the best figure. And I only really have, I don't have a kind of protocol droid because I have a bunch of C3POs and one white protocol droid. But I'm happy with this guy. Nice printing. So, you know what? Now, what's the coolest thing about all these figures? They're all massable. We'll get on that in a sec, but let's go take a look at the TIE Fighter, which this set is named off of. Alright, I have the TIE Fighter here, and a quick disclaimer. I'm not going to be criticizing this thing's size, really. Primarily because it's supposed to be smaller than proper minifigure scale. That's what the intention was. The intention was to make a cheap $40 TIE Fighter. And that's what this is supposed to be. So I'm not going to go too much. I might mention it a little bit, but I'm not really going to make it as a main critique. Let's start off with the wings. Now, I like just the little bits of detail in this wings. Now, it might be a little hard to see because it's all black, but there's just a little bit of texturing. You have a little bit of open hold studs. Good combination from these tiled and studded surfaces. Same in here. Nice texture. Using those pieces and those pieces works very well, and that's a nice print. One thing though. Those. I don't like that. Cut. 3, 2, 1. Apologize for that jump cut, but I was saying, why in the world did they choose that? That is one of 3 main complaints that I have off of this. Unacceptable, Lego. Not okay. Why would you do that? Alright, but my next complaint is glaringly obvious. Why are they green? Now, I'm gonna be honest here. I can kind of get while these are green lasers, it ruins the look of the ship. That is not supposed to be green. It does not contrast with the rest of the colors that are here. At least it does not fit with the color scheme of black, gray, and red. You have this green there. It doesn't work. It does not work. It is not accurate. And Lego should just stick with red. Now, a couple of things. Here is my last thing. That is another. What is that? No, it's not. In the instructions, it should be like that. No, but it's showing us why did they do that? Oh my god, like, was this like rushed? I don't understand it, but apart from that, one thing I must say, this, you can kind of see it there, this windscreen piece does go slightly over the plate there, which doesn't really irritate me too much. It does make it much easier to just do that. Now let's look at the interior. It's a TIE Fighter. What do you expect? Not only do those red studs hold that in place, they also add just a little bit more detail. And here are basically the controls. You have 2 of these. That I can assume some buttons. 2. It's something. It could. Now, I can kind of see why Lego did this. It does save space, and it makes it much easier to take the minifigure in and out. But, you know, I'm not gonna like outright critique it. Lego has done better in the past, but it's not bad. Now let's look at the overall shaping of this. One thing I don't like here is that now these are actually moving on with actually Technic pins. Now luckily they're relatively strong. You can see I can just kind of just snap that off. They have a minimal amount of wiggle. Now the big. It still wiggles, but doesn't wiggle as much as it could. But, like, one thing I don't like, there's, like, that gap there, I don't like how there's just only one of those. That's just kind of a little nitpicky kind of thing. I like some of the pieces, though. I like that shaping right there a lot. And, like, considering its size, I think that the shaping in the cockpit is a success. Let's look at the back here. Once again, those don't look very good. Red sticking out. Green with green sticking. At least with red, it kind of looks like it's soaring a little bit. I just realized a mistake. Do you remember this? The fact that I did that. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Wow. Excuse me. I guess I've been building Lego for a couple of years now, and this still happens every once in a while. Ignore that, please. Excuse me. I'm gonna go fix that once I'm done. With this section of the recording. I don't like that gap right there, right under there. I'm not a huge fan. But like, besides that, the back looks good. So, that's the overview of the TIE Fighter. Let's get on to our overview, and I'm gonna go fix that mistake. Now, this set has its flaws. 3 major ones. You can see them right here, there, and there. To me, those are big flaws too. Like, those are things Lego could have avoided, especially those two. And for some reason chose not to, like especially that one. That is just unacceptable. But with all these little things, I've nitpicked about some other things too. Like the slight shaking there, and the thing underneath right there, but it all comes down to one thing. Am I happy with this? And yes, I am happy with this. I like this. Like, yes, I don't think it's as good as some of the past ones, or as a past one in particular, but is this a successful, cheap, $40 TIE Fighter? And the answer is yes. This gets the job done. If you do not have a TIE Fighter in your collection and you'd like to get one for cheap, go for it. I like it. I like this set. I don't like it as good as some of my other TIE Fighter, but I still like this set. Like, the proportions don't bug me too much. It's noticeably smaller, but I own a TIE Fighter from 2006, so I'm kind of used to a little being a little bit off. Now, first thing I must say here, I have 2 videos planned for this. I have this like saying which is better, this versus 2018 one. So that is going to be straight up which is better. I'm also going to have another video that's not going to be which is better. We're just going to take a look at comparing and contrasting 2006, 2018, and now this brand new one. Now, minifigure selection. Not as exciting, but it does hold. Now, because this is a $40 set, you might, if you have the money, you could potentially buy 2 of these, and it would get you a nice little mini crew of Imperial, some extra stormtroopers for your collection. But most importantly, you can get some more of these guys in TIE Fighter pilots. And I do like the additions of these, like these extra heads. So, I'm happy with the minifigures. I'm happy with everything in the set. Besides my little nitpicks, yeah, I would, if you do, like the main thing I have here, I would recommend this set for most people, unless you have the 2018 TIE Fighter and is on a limited budget. Then maybe you could get some other stuff. But, yep, good set, has its flaws, but it gets the job done. So, that's going to do it for today's video. If you end up enjoying it, a like would be appreciated, subscription, and I hope to see you in my next video.